So much has happened over the weekend. Ruby Rose has seemingly vanished after leaving a shocking goodbye note. Liam Payne looks like he's gotten some serious plastic surgery done, and Selena Gomez has now hit 400 million followers. First up, fans are growing increasingly concerned for Ruby Rose, who unexpectedly vanished from social media on the eve of her birthday. Before disappearing, she shared a worrying post about how it is nothing to celebrate. The Australian actress uploaded an Instagram story on Sunday afternoon, announcing that she was logging out of her accounts until Tuesday. The now 37-year-old explained that she doesn't celebrate her birthday, but she didn't disclose why. Logging off until the 21st. If you have followed me for long enough, you know that I don't acknowledge tomorrow. I don't celebrate that day. That day has never been a celebration. Some have tried, but it was never a celebration at the time, and nor is it now. So please leave it for me this year. Now obviously this is really worrying, especially the way that she worded the message. There could be a number of reasons why she no longer chooses to acknowledge her birthday, but it's very upsetting that she believes that there is just nothing to celebrate. The last time she did was back in 2019, when she partied with a group of friends, including her co-star Rachel Scarston and actress Elizabeth Lail. The group danced around Ruby's kitchen, eating cake and singing along to retro pop songs. They were all wearing matching Happy Birthday Ruby shirts, and they made up their own dance routines. Judging from the photos of the night, it seemed like a perfect way to celebrate. So what happened in the years since then? Well, few people know that Ruby was going through a chaotic feud between her ex-girlfriend Jessica and her sister Lisa. The 2-year relationship was said to be extremely toxic, and it seemed to have a lasting effect on her mental health. In fact, it was such a chaotic situation for everyone involved. Ruby dated Jessica from 2016 to 2018, which caused the sisters' relationship to become so strained that they were on the verge of quitting their band, the Veronicas. In fact, they didn't talk for a whole year. After the couple split up, Jessica and Lisa mended their relationship and came together to publicly attack Ruby. Last month, Ruby spoke out for the first time about the feud, and she talked about her plan to write a tell-all memoir exposing both of the sisters. She announced on February the 7th that she had started to write her book, and she promised to let the world know how horrible they both treated her. She told her followers that she was writing the truth, which will be sure to upset a lot of people. She said, "Excited to be free, excited to tell the truth on the sisters, how horrific you were. Imagine mistaking kindness for weakness." Ruby later went on an Australian radio show and explained the moment that she decided to make the post. She was doing research for the memoir when she saw a photo that filled her with rage. She said, "I stumbled across a picture from the premiere of Pitch Perfect 3, and I'd forgotten that just how I looked. I'm emaciated. I'm just disassociated. I look so broken." It was this photo that likely took her back to the place that she was in her toxic relationship, and it triggered a bad memory of that time in her life. She went on to clarify that her memoir would not be a revenge book. Instead, she says that she wants to inspire others. Quote, "There's a lot that I've stayed silent on because I was already at a place where I didn't want to be adding flame to the fire. I think that everyone was going to keep doubling down on these things because I was silent. You know, it's like you ignore the bullies. I got taken advantage of because people knew my hands were sort of tied, that I don't want to create more of a fuss of a situation." When Jess and Ruby announced their split in 2018, they insisted that it was mutual and that they would remain friends. But it turned out that that was not the case at all. That same year, Jess posted a picture on Instagram of her kissing her new partner, Kai Carlton. In the comments section, Ruby wrote, "Congratulations, so happy for you both." But Jess was not having it. She clearly wanted to humiliate her ex-girlfriend because she responded by saying, "I have requested you not contact me for over 4 months now. You have been given my grace of being ignored on every other private platform. So the fact that you continue to ignore this, to contact me here publicly under the guise of wishing me well, is continued harassment." After that, Ruby replied saying, "That is news to me, copy that, good vibes only." So clearly they did not actually end on good terms. While it obviously wasn't the healthiest relationship, it clearly had a massive effect on Ruby because it's something that she still wants to write about even now. Moving on, let's talk about Liam Payne's plastic surgery rumors. If you've seen the latest photos of him, you might have noticed that he looks a little different these days. Liam recently walked the London red carpet for the premiere of Louis Tomlinson's new documentary. It was nice to see the two of them together, but fans couldn't keep their eyes off Liam's extremely chiseled new look. When pictures of the event began to circulate, people speculated that there was some kind of plastic surgery involved, specifically for his jawline and cheekbone area, which would give him a more angular face. Some fans theorized that he underwent the infamous buccal fat removal procedure, which a lot of other celebrities have done recently. During the procedure, doctors cut out the fat pads from inside of the cheeks, which gives you a more defined and angular look. Buccal fat removal isn't necessarily a new thing, but it's only recently gone viral on TikTok. In fact, it's getting so popular that the demand for this procedure has skyrocketed in recent years. Although plastic surgeons have warned that it can actually make you look older, the trend shows no signs of slowing down. But some people believe that Liam's new look could be more than just that procedure. They've listed all the possible surgeries, including rhinoplasty, lip filler, cheek implants, chin implant, jaw shave, brow bone reduction, Botox, and eye lift. Of course, there were also those who suggested that he had simply gotten older, and a more pronounced jawline was a sign of his age, given that, yeah, he's almost 30. That would normally make sense, but if you take a look at photos of him only 2 or 3 years ago, it starts to get a little more unrealistic. The reason is that his face is an entirely different shape now, and a change that drastic seems to be very unlikely in the given time frame. Some people have also pointed to photos of Zac Efron, who seemed to have a similar transformation a couple of years ago. In 2021, fans were shocked when a video surfaced online which showed him with an extremely angular face. His iconic baby face look was completely gone. Zac had a drastically altered jawline and enhanced lips. It was so extreme that fans suspected him of having Botox and fillers in several areas of his face. It's true that he looked a little puffy or possibly swollen, but of course, camera angles, makeup, and poor lighting could have also contributed to his appearance. When the video started making the rounds on social media, popular TikTok surgeon Dr. Yuan suggested that Zac might have gotten oral surgery, which would have explained his swollen jaw. So that might have happened if his wisdom teeth had been taken out, or he had some kind of other intensive dental surgery. Although Zac still looks different now, it's definitely not as drastic as he first looked in the video. In fact, he really seems to have grown into his features. The same thing might be happening with Liam Payne. It's entirely possible that the new look is all natural, and it came from some intense lifestyle changes. As we know, back in 2021, he admitted that his wild partying days actually made his face a lot rounder and more swollen. At the time, he had no idea how much alcohol and illicit substances were changing his look. He said, "There is some stuff that I've definitely never spoken about to do with it. It was really severe. It was a problem." But it wasn't until he saw photos of himself in the press that he decided to cut all of that out of his life. Liam said, "There were a few pictures of me on a boat and I was all bloated. I call it my pills and booze face. My face was 10 times bigger than it is now. The problem was the best way to secure us was to lock us in our rooms. And what is in the room? A minibar." Liam explained that he was living a hardcore party lifestyle for years. He said that it was wild, but it was the only way that he could get the frustration out. So this whole thing could simply come down to his decision to get healthier and live a more sober life. And that's a good thing no matter how you look at it. Apart from his physical well-being, Liam also seems like he wants to work on himself in other ways too. After his breakup with Maya Henry, he said, "I feel like more than anything at this point, I'm more disappointed in myself that I keep on hurting people. That annoys me. I've just not been very good at relationships." As we know, he was in a serious relationship with Cheryl Cole for 2 years from 2016 to 2018, and the two of them share a son together. There was probably a lot of different reasons for their breakup, but it was said that their 10-year age gap played a really big part in that. Apparently they were just in very different stages of their lives, and that's why they chose to go their separate ways. In the years since, Liam's had a few long-term relationships, and he's been linked to several women, but most recently he's been dating Kate Cassidy since December. The two of them looked pretty good together on the red carpet last week, and they seem to be very happy with each other. And now, did you know that Selena Gomez has officially hit 400 million followers? That's right, she now holds the title for the most followed personality on Instagram. When it comes to all the internet drama that's been following Kylie Jenner, Hailey Bieber, and Selena, it had a really different effect on all of their social media accounts. For Kylie and Hailey, the alleged mean girls in the situation, they have lost out on followers big time, around 1 million each to be exact. Although Selena has seen a drastically different response from fans. Since the start of the feud, she's gained a whopping 20 million followers on Instagram. She's now the first and only woman to achieve 400 million followers on the platform. So clearly, everything that's happened in the past month has helped her gain more attention and brought more fans over to her side. Right now, the only people who outrank her in followers are football legends Ronaldo and Messi. So Selena is literally number 3 on the list. This insane reaction from fans just goes to show you how many people have come out supporting her. To be fair, in the beginning, she did get a little bit of criticism from everything that went down with Hailey. It wasn't long before fans started accusing her of playing victim in the situation by sending her fans after Hailey Bieber. Some even went as far as accusing her of waiting until the bullying reached its peak before she stepped in and and said something, all to try and look innocent. This eventually became way too much for her, and she announced that she was taking a break from the internet. Selena posted a picture of herself on Instagram, as well as a video explaining why she was going to be leaving the platform. She said, "I'm going to be taking a second from social media because this is a little silly. I'm 30, I'm too old for this." She went on to also delete her TikTok account. Even though she was obviously choosing to take a break for her mental health, some fans felt like she was being bullied off the platform by Hailey, and it just added fuel to the fire. Then they went after her like never before, commenting on all of her social media posts and chanting "F Hailey Bieber" at a concert when Justin was performing. Other celebrities and influencers also got involved too. Beauty guru Jeffree Star posted a vicious TikTok targeting Hailey, where he made fun of her skincare products and threw them in the trash. At one point, he looked into the camera and said, "In this house we are Team Selena, and we are team not bullying anyone." In response to all the madness, Selena ended up returning to TikTok and urging her followers to be kinder to people online and consider others' mental health. Although she was being sincere, some people felt that by this point it was too little too late, because the backlash against Hailey had already escalated to a point of insanity. So even though Selena came out the other end of this with more followers, it's possible that there was just no real winner here. Judging by her last TikTok, she doesn't seem to be too happy with how things have gone. Hailey, on the other hand, will have a massive uphill battle if she ever hopes to win back fans to her side, because as it stands, she's more unpopular than she's ever been before. So what do you guys think of this latest story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.